Hey everyone, how's it going? And welcome back to another episode of Saturday Night Horror. This is episode 92. 92 episodes of Saturday Night Horror we've done so far. It doesn't seem like that many, but we've been doing this for years. It's awesome to think that we're almost at 100 episodes. So I don't know what I'm going to do for episode 100, but we're going to do something. Yeah, tonight is episode 92, and at the end of this video, I kind of have an idea of something I want to add to the show, plus I'm going to ask all of you for some help with something. Nothing bad, just ask for help with something. But for now, tonight's episode, we're going to be watching a movie that we have not watched yet on Saturday Night Horror, and it's one of my personal favorites. It gets some mixed reviews, it gets some mixed reactions. Some people like it, some people don't. I love it. Tonight we're going to be watching Land of the Dead. Now, Land of the Dead is part of the Living Dead franchise from George Romero. This one takes place years after Night of the Living Dead. Society has gone to hell, for lack of a better term. They're kind of an outpost across the country. This one takes place in the city. It takes place in Pittsburgh, and it's a little community that is surrounded by two sides by water, one side by a huge electrified fence that kind of keeps zombies out if they happen to wander over there. And in the middle of this, there's, you got slums all around, and in the middle is this huge high rise where all the rich and elite live. So it's kind of one of those where you have the rich people in the nice sky rise and everyone else in the slums below, hoping the zombies somehow don't get in. It's one of those movies, but being a zombie movie, we all know that somehow, somewhere, the zombies make it past the river into this, safe haven, and all hell breaks loose. But I'm not going to spoil anything for you. So I'm definitely looking forward to watch Land of the Dead tonight. Since it is Universal Studios, I will not be showing any clips from the movies. I've had problems with Universal Studios using clips from their movies. Sometimes they block, more often than not, they'll block the video worldwide, no matter how short the clip is. I've had them block a clip for 3 seconds, but yet I used my 4-second Jurassic Park clip a couple weeks back and it was fine. So I've just decided when it comes to Universal Studios, I'm not gonna risk it because I don't feel like dealing with the nonsense from them. So if you want to see clips, stop. I've got little Bella down here going after my lighting cords. Stop it! She woke up from her nap and now she's wreaking hell. Every time she wakes up, she rains hell upon the house. So yeah, if you want to see clips from the movie, I apologize. Blame Universal. So anyway, Land of the Dead. The first time I ever saw this was actually on pay-per-view with Time Warner Cable years and years and years ago, back before streaming services. So yeah, this is actually the second movie I ever ordered on pay-per-view because I really wanted to see it when it came out in the movies. For whatever reason, I did not. But through the wonderful, wonderful thing of pay-per-view, I was able to, and I enjoyed it. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing it tonight. I've only watched it twice. This will be the third time. Looking forward to that. And as far as cooking goes, tonight we're going to make homemade sloppy joes. Now, we're not using manwich, folks. No, sir. We're making our own sloppy joe mix. So with that being said, let's head out in the kitchen. Let's get these sloppy joes done so we can watch our movie, and hopefully this little beast will wear herself out. I tell you, man, Bella is 13, 14 weeks old now, and when she wakes up from her naps, good Lord Almighty, she unleashes hell. She has stressed poor Tiger out to the point where his voice is gone. He tries to meow and his voice is just cracked because he's so stressed. She wants to play with him, but she bites and scratches, so I'm always having to get her off of him. So anyway, we're going off topic here. Let's head out to the kitchen. Let's get these sloppy joes done. Let's watch our movie. Alright everyone, here's the ingredients for our sloppy joes. Looks like a lot, but it's not too much. Of course, we have our hamburger buns, hamburger meat. We have Swanson's chicken broth. We have W sauce. I always screw that up. We have a bell pepper, which we're only going to use a little bit of it. Tomato paste. We have yellow mustard, tomato ketchup, and chili powder. So yeah, those are the ingredients we're going to need. First thing we'll do is cut up a little bit of this bell pepper. So that'll be the first thing we do, and while we're cutting that up, I've got this pan on the stove and we're going to start heating it up. Alright, so I just cut up a little bit of the bell pepper, not too much. I usually do half, but I went with a little less tonight. So yeah, that's cut up. The pan has been heating up, it's nice and hot. Yes sir. So we're going to put our meat in there, we're going to start cooking our meat. Alright, we've got the meat cooking here, and you know me, I will chop it up into the smallest pieces I possibly can. I do not like huge chunks of meat at all. So we're going to chop this up the entire time it's cooking. I don't stop chopping it up until it's done. Alright, the meat is done cooking, and we're going to drain out all of that grease. We definitely do not want that grease in there, and that's nasty. So yeah, let's go ahead and drain the grease out, and then we'll put in some butter. I forgot to put butter on the ingredients list, and the peppers. Alright, got 2 tablespoons of butter and our chopped bell peppers in there, and we're just going to mix this up till the butter melts, or mostly melts. So yeah, it won't take too long, as hot as that pan is. Alright, done that, the butter's almost melted. So we're going to add our chicken broth, we're going to pour that in there, and we're just going to put the rest of our ingredients in here. Alright, up next is our ketchup. We'll dump that in, and I'll have to get a spoon and get the rest of this ketchup out. Okay, after the ketchup, we have tomato paste, and I'll have to scoop that out too. That stuff is sticky, man. Well, yeah, let me get the rest of that off. Okay, so I just went ahead and tossed everything in without filming because the meat has been cooking this entire time, and it was taking too long to set everything up. But we got everything in there: the chili powder, the mustard, the tomato paste, the ketchup, butter, bell peppers. We're gonna mix it up. Alright, so that is done. Our sloppy joe mix is done. Let's take it off the heat. We're ready to put that on a bun, man. That looks good. Smells great too. So yeah, definitely ready to put this on a bun and get to eating. Okay, so what I like to do with my sloppy joes, and I kind of made a mess on the plate, is I like to put shredded sharp cheddar cheese on them. So we'll put the top bun on there, and we'll just let these sit for a minute while that cheese melts. And while we're doing that, let's go in the garage and see if we've got anything to drink. Last week was heartbreaking, man. We didn't have anything in the fridge. Let's see what we got this week. And if it wasn't 1,000 degrees in here, I'd be doing this from the garage. One of these days, I promise, Saturday Night Horror from the garage. Alright, let's... Oh my sweet lord. Yes, sir.
Never, never fun, there's always Coca-Cola, yeah. Coca-Cola, always Coca-Cola.
Well, shoot, man, now we are good to go. It's not quite ice cold yet. They've only been in there for a few hours, but good enough. And I think it's time to sweep the garage again. It's been raining, the rain, dirt been getting in under, so yeah. But that's for tomorrow. So here we are. We've got our homemade sloppy joes. We've got our almost ice cold Coke. Let's go in the front rooms, watch a movie. Alright, we got our food, we got our drink, we've got our movie going. So let's turn off the last light in the house here. Alright, all the lights in the house are off. It's time to watch our movie. Land of the Dead. Man, I'm excited to be watching this again. Alright, I'll see y'all in a minute. Alright, everyone. The movie is done, and I love it, man. I love this movie. It's a fun movie. It definitely does not disappoint. Like I said, this is only the third time I've seen it, but it is just so fun to watch. A note about the sloppy joes. I usually put onions in them too, chopped onions, but I peeled one of the onions out of the fridge and it didn't look right. So I peeled another one. That one didn't look right. So I decided it was in my best interest to just not use onions. Bella, stop. And yes, the beast is awakened from her other nap. And she's wreaking hell on the cords again. So if you hear bumping and kind of movement, it's Bella down there. So anyway, yeah, Land of the Dead was freaking awesome. Love that movie. Bella, stop. Come on now. I'm not going to edit this out because I'll be here all night dealing with her. But yeah, this movie kind of starts with a kind of a, that's an interesting moment. We have a group of survivors or scavengers. They're going through a zombie-infested town looking for supplies. And one of these zombies, we'll call him Big Daddy because he's wearing a mechanic's outfit or mechanic suit with the name Big Daddy on it. So we'll call him Big Daddy. One of the zombies, Big Daddy, shows intelligence that has not been seen from a zombie at all. I mean, he remembers his daily routine, pumping gas in the cars, everything like that. He actually watches these scavengers driving around. He watches them distracting the zombies, and he actually walks around trying to snap the other zombies out of it, kind of wake them up. We also, he's shooting at the zombies, or I'm sorry, Bella's got me distracted. The scavengers are shooting the zombies, and Big Daddy is actually trying to save them. He's trying to save his fellow zombies, and once he sees these other zombies being killed, he actually shows emotion and gets mad. But not only that, but for whatever reason, the scavengers decide to drive their motorcycles right through the zombies, and Big Daddy ends up grabbing a machine gun off of one of the scavengers who apparently didn't even realize the zombie grabbed his gun. And Big Daddy later in the film learns how to shoot a machine gun and teaches another zombie how to shoot a machine gun. Big Daddy also teaches other zombies how to use tools. He also directs them across the river to our safe haven. He teaches them how to knock down walls. He teaches them how to efficiently kill the other humans. It's, like I said, never seen intelligence like that from a zombie in a zombie movie ever. And the one thing I would have liked, which they didn't do, how is it that Big Daddy was so intelligent? How did Big Daddy, keep his intelligence while being a mindless, brain-dead zombie? I would have liked to see how that happened or why that happened, but it's something they never went into. He was just there. He was just smarter than everyone else. And yeah, Big Daddy eventually brought the zombie crew to the safe haven and wreaked havoc. Hey, leave the cord alone. Stop. This is going to be a weird episode, man. Like I said, I'm not going to re-edit it because we'll be here all night. So yeah, we have Big Daddy. He also communicates with the other zombies. When he sees humans, he kind of grunts at them like, and lets them know the humans are there. So yeah, pretty cool dynamic. I just wish we could have known how or why Big Daddy was so smart. The movie itself kind of had two main storylines going. We had the progress of Big Daddy and his zombie crew, which started off with a few, but by the time they got to Safe 100 was in the hundreds, possibly thousands. So we had the main storyline of their progress towards this safe haven throughout the movie, and then once they got there. But on the other side of it, we had our main characters and their main storyline going on, where there was a lot going on. I don't want to take the time to explain everything, but basically two of the scavengers, one of them decided to break off and do his own thing and stole we'll call it a zombie-proof vehicle called Dead Reckoning. I don't want to go into too much detail explaining it. And the other scavenger was set to track him down and get the truck back. So you have their storyline plus Big Daddy's storyline, both going at the same time. And usually when a horror movie tries to do more than one main storyline, it's convoluted, it's confusing, it makes no sense. But this one was done really, really well, and it was done to the point where you were invested in both storylines. You were interested to see where both stories would go, and if they would eventually intertwine, and Big Daddy and his zombie crew will meet up with our main cast. And I'm not going to spoil if they did or not. Bella, good lord, calm down. So that was really cool dynamic there. Those are all the talking points I have for the movie. This is just a really fun movie, man. I'm a big fan of the Living Dead franchise, except for Day of the Dead. That's the only one I didn't really enjoy. Night of the Living Dead, like I said, the 1990 remake was the greatest horror remake of all time, followed by The Blob. Dawn of the Dead, I love Dawn of the Dead, the original and the remake. Land of the Dead was awesome. So yeah, very good zombie franchise, Land of the Dead. Really fun movie. I really enjoyed it, man. I will definitely be watching this more often. Can't believe I've watched it 3 times. So yeah, that's all we're going to say about Land of the Dead. Just check it out, man. Really awesome movie. It kind of throws me off because John Leguizamo is in this movie. Now, when I think John Leguizamo, I think of the horrible, god-awful Super Mario Brothers movie where he played Luigi or Luigi Mario. And I have to remind myself that John Leguizamo did more than Super Mario Brothers. He's not as bad as Mario Brothers made him look. So once you get past that, you're good. His character in this movie kind of tried to make him seem like a douche, but you couldn't really hate the guy. This is one of those movies, I guess we're going to talk some more about it. Believe it or not, this is one of those rare horror movies where I actually wanted some of the cast to survive. Usually when I watch a horror movie, I don't find myself caring about the cast. I want them all to be killed as savagely, as ruthlessly, as brutally as possible. That wasn't the case in this movie. There were some that I actually were rooting for. But yeah, definitely check out Land of the Dead, man. It is not a waste of your time. It will definitely be worth it. I think you'll enjoy it. I know I did. So with that being said, Bella, she's gonna knock this light over before we're done. I know it. She's going crazy down there. I ought to film it, but I'm not. But yeah, like I said, this is episode 92. We're almost to 100. I have no idea what I'm gonna do for episode 100. I wanted to do a live Saturday Night Horror, but Bella, stop. But the movies that you can show, that you can actually live stream without getting in trouble, are just really, really bad. So I don't know if we're gonna do a live or not. The best one they had was the original Night of the Living Dead, the black and white one, which is boring as hell. So yeah, I don't know about a live episode. We're definitely going to do something for episode 100. Also, I had an idea of something to add to the show. Maybe it'll take off, maybe it won't. If it doesn't, it's fine. If you've been watching lately, you know I'm a big fan of Joe Bob Briggs, The Last Drive-In, and TNT Monster Vision. Come here, Bella. Hey. She's just ignoring me. Anyway, I'm big. Stop. Hey. Leave the cords alone, Bella. Say, hey, stop. Stop it. Stop. You know better. Stop. I'm so glad when she grows up. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Joe Bob Briggs, Monster Vision, and The Last Drive-In, and all those shows. He has something. Bella, stop. Give me 1 second. Bella, come on, stop. Leave the cord alone. Stop it. Stop. Let go. You know better. Come on now. Oh, God, this is going to be a horrible looking episode. God, this is going to be... I'm going to hate to go back and watch this. But yeah, on those shows, Joe Bob has... he has the mail call. He'll have a mail girl bring out letters and questions from fans, asking about his opinions about certain movies, and what does he think about this, what does he think about that movie. Basically just asking what he thinks about different movies, and I thought it was pretty cool, so I was thinking maybe we could do the same thing here. Now, I don't have a male girl. Maybe I'll have male cats. Maybe we get Bella to calm down long enough to bring some questions in. Maybe we can get Tiger to do it if his voice ever returns. But yeah, I figured, if you have any questions you want me to answer, just leave them in the comments below. And on the next episode, we'll do kind of the mailbag section where I answer the questions, and we'll kind of give that a try. If anyone has any questions at all, just leave them in the comment section of the current episode. And at the end of the next episode, I'll answer the questions. So I thought that would be pretty interesting to add to the show. Whether or not it takes off, who knows? If it does, cool. If it doesn't, that's fine. We'll keep on rolling. But yeah, and I did want to ask for help from all of you on something. I've got the majority of TNT Monster Vision episodes on DVD. However, I do not have any of Joe Bob's Drive-In Theater that used to come on the movie channel, and I cannot find them anywhere. I mean, every site I've tried, they're nowhere to be found. The ones on YouTube are not the entire episodes. So, if anyone out there knows where I can get Joe Bob's Drive-In Theater episodes, the entire episodes from the movie channel, please let me know, because I'd love to add those to my collection. So with that being said, that is going to wrap it up this week. This is going to be a really, God, man, editing wise, it's going to be a really bad episode with all the interruptions from that little monster down there who now she's calming down. Now that the episode's coming to an end, she's laying down, falling asleep. Figures. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed episode 92 of Saturday Night Horror. You got me all mixed up, little girl. We're just going to end it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. We're almost to 100. Hope you have an awesome weekend. Hope you have an awesome week. Y'all take care.